Hello, my name is Daversai, and today we're going to be doing a run against Swain with Heimerdinger. Um, I gave up on doing it at 3 stars, no Epic Relics, so we're going to be using defense spending here. This will keep us very safe. This kind of counters Swain. If you're doing Swain on basically anyone, you should be using this if you have it. You can only buy it through Heimerdinger Celebration Bundle, costs $10. We're going to be using Frozen Tomb here. This will automatically summon us a Heimerdinger on round 4. This is a Swain attacking turn, so that's not necessarily always going to be the time when we want him, but free is good. And then Chemtech Duplicator so that we can duplicate spells. Pretty straightforward. And then Swain's special rules are on ending siege. Game start, the foe summons 3 city breakers, and deadly when the foe summons a unit, grant its stats equal to half its stats rounded up. The foe's spells and skills deal double damage. So I simply found Heimerdinger too slow to do this. As you can see here, I only have common powers available to me. This is because I tried a bunch of times and got really tired. We're going to take this easy prey. They'll make like our first unit a little bit stronger. I don't think there's anything in the free pool that we're really looking forward to. So how Frozen Tomb works is that at the start of the game, you create a Heimerdinger in your landmark that comes up free. 3 rounds later, it blows up, and then you get your Heimerdinger. So the one in hand doesn't really matter. Kind of makes it so you can never not draw your champion, which is nice. And so on anything that would potentially take 4 or more rounds to get out, this is a good way to get it out. If you do roll into mana later, you can use that to put out a Heimerdinger earlier, and then you would have to go on the board. I'm gonna play Flash of Brilliance here because we have the mana. Also do Hidden Pathways. Could potentially have saved that for later. I don't know. And here, because of the Challenger, we're unable to block what we want to block. This is one of the difficulties of just running Heimerdinger normally. Because he's a 5-cost champion, you can't use Chirp Plating, which is basically how you survive Swain's adventure. Defense spending, obviously, a huge upgrade from that.
Finally!
And so normally every round you take 3 damage from the 3 city breakers until you get these off the board. And yeah, it just, man, it is a miserable experience. I'm going to use Aftershock here. It's going to do 4 damage. Create a unit for us to block with. You can only block with any unit once. As soon as we do that, they become damaged and they're unable to block. So we're not going to block with Heimerdinger. We'll save it for a little bit later. The opponent also has Death Lotus, which can do 2 damage to all of the units in combat. And the thing you have to watch out for most against him is Chempunk Shredder. What Chempunk Shredder does is deals 1 damage to all of your units, so if he does that on an attacking round, none of your units are then able to block. And then he can just swing with the full board. If you don't have defense spending to reduce that damage, you're going to take a ton of damage. Part of why I didn't like doing this with no Epic Relics is because Heimerdinger's gameplay is very slow. Like, as you can see, we're slowly building up a board here. And we've played a ton of cards on just this round 1. We're going to continue playing cards, try to remove as much as we can, so that hopefully we can win next turn. But yeah, it's just really slow, and then it's slow, and then you end up losing anyway because you didn't find anything with lifesteal. It's just truly a miserable experience. That's not quite enough to win yet, so let's go ahead and play Progress Day here.
A fine spectrum of pyrotechnics.
Gonna draw most of our cards, which is fine. We have a Hexpliterator in hand, we can fill our deck if we need to. And since everything has elusive, this should be fine. The only time where this would be a problem is if we rolled into Formidable. And as you can see, we took 20 or 13 damage there, leaving us with 27 health. If we didn't have defense spending, we'd probably be around like 13, maybe something like that. Take draw 2 with Brainworm, sounds fine. And for support, you want to look for something with lifesteal. We don't see anything like that here. Could use a reroll on it. It's not a bad spot. And we don't find anything. We can take Lux though. You have Remembrance, although that's never going to be able to give you lifesteal because of Power Rift. But Mage Seeker Conservator might pull up something. Probably not. And we'll go through Smooth Soloist. Actually, probably not, because then we have to play Lord Broadmane, which is terrible. So either way, we're going to end up at the shop. Try Manasoul Student, though. Legion Marauder's bad. Manasoul Student is bad. Manasoul Student has a lot of pings, and defense spending should hopefully help mitigate the downside of that. Whereas Legion Marauder just makes a lot of units, and they're very strong. A lot of strong units very fast. So we want to not deal with that.
That's so cool.
It's all about the torque.
Let's make this a night to remember.
Getting rid of the Manasoul Student early is a good strategy. Attack with this for 2. Probably shouldn't have. I don't know what I was hoping to accomplish there.
I don't like your aura.
The Prefect is very bad here too. Gets strong fast. I think we'll get rid of the Manasoul Student. We can block the Prefect. We can't remove it this round anyway, so blocking is fine. If we do 2 damage to it, we're going to be able to
Get shipwrecked.
kill it with a Hexpliterator next round.
No, that.
It's mostly bad because of the overwhelm, but it does grow very fast.
That's so cool. Come on, that all you got? Everyone here is so cool.
And we get hit with second Manasoul Student.
Cool. Spell Embers.
Let Loose is very annoying, and also Ravenous Flock.
Be back tomorrow.
So the other side makes very wide boards, this one removes your board, and yeah. It's a problem in a different way.
Let the
My
light
Lux here
guide
has
you.
barrier.
I can, help.
Captive Greyback also bad.
I've had enough of you.
With Deadly, it just does a lot of damage, especially with Overwhelm.
Interesting solution. Just when I needed assistance.
Want to draw a card.
1 gigahexes.
Pushing my limits.
So Final Spark's going to synergize really well with the amount of spells that we're going to be casting. Probably should have gotten rid of Manasoul Student first here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Would have prevented us from taking this extra damage here.
That will have to do for now. Yes, yes, again! And fire!
We're gonna make them afraid of us.
What a celebration! Back to work! Behold! It works! Oh, it works!
No more holding back.
Embarrassing.
And we're just playing cards. We should be able to win here. The only potential problem is we're down to 16 hit points, which isn't the amount of hit points we want to be at. So we could keep going and try to roll into lifesteal, but that's not always the winning solution. You can't play Progress Day because we've run out of cards to die.
Why, just 1.21 gigahexes?
If you ever do want to stall, you can hex obliterate your own units. Also add cards to your deck there.
When I needed assistance.
and you can kind of get into an infinite combo by doing this. It is not a fun thing to do, but it is a thing you can do.
I'm just 1.21 gigahexes.
Now we're gonna play this progress day, hope that we get lifesteal. If we don't, we're not gonna try for it. It's such a low chance, it's just not worth it usually. We don't get it, so we just deck. That's one of the problems with Heimerdinger. Like I said, you just don't have any sort of innate sustain, which actually hurts a lot for the Swain adventure. And we could take Smooth Soloist, it's good for power, but if we do that we have to fight Lord Broadmane, who I find to be much worse than Crimson Aristocrat. I guess we'll take Grit. I don't know when that'll ever be useful for us. Crimson Aristocrat has a couple things that damage that we have to watch out for. The main threat here is normally Crimson Disciple, who does 1 damage every time they take damage, but with defense spending that doesn't matter.
I'll try anyone.
Dude, that is an excellent drop. Not sure how that was possible. Oh, it makes a 6-cost unit, doesn't matter what it costs. Got it.
Take a look at this.
Or 5-cost unit, sorry. Let's do it again. So the first big threat is Crimson Aristocrat, as I said. The second biggest threat is Crimson Disciple. The second biggest threat is Crimson Aristocrat, which will give a unit Overwhelm.
I love a man.
Awakener can, of course, be bad in certain situations. Like in the situation where you don't have defense spending, you would take a little bit of extra damage there. And then the final threat is Legion Veteran, who gives everything +1/+1 every time they take damage, or +1/+0. So the units can get big if they also have Overwhelm can be a challenge. Science gave us Tough, which is actually really great. It removes a lot of the worry that we would have.
Hold back the darkness. Interesting solution.
Contain magic. Carve a path.
I didn't realize it would also transform Heimerdinger. Cool. What a cool card. So obviously we're not like in a great spot right now, but we're also kind of in a great spot right now. We need to start actually killing something though.
The unworthy.
We don't really have
For justice.
a method of doing that.
me again.
We got Lux on the board right now. And then next round we'll get Heimerdinger on the board. And then we should start being able to take over.
I love a man with style.
Heard it all before.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
Pushing my limits.
Idea here is even if we can't like really remove anything because they have way too much life, you can start creating final sparks.
You live, probably.
As I said, this overwhelm is a problem.
No more holding back.
Yeah, whatever.
Stay back! Hope burns on. That will have to do for now.
That's funny, the Radiant Guardian has Chemtech Duplicator on it. Now that we got Last Breath deal damage, that gives us a way to actually close out the game, which we were kind of missing before.
By the light.
Mother!
I think my hand is too full, so that was a mistake. My bad. Did roll elusive though, so
Banish the unworthy!
Would it help if I apologize?
and we end that with full life. That felt pretty good. Don't really need any of these. Take a low cost blocker though. Here we can go to the shop for potential power, but I think champion item chest might be nicer here. Like we can pick up Titan's Axe, that'll give our Heimerdinger some safety. Having 4 hit points, he's really easy to remove with Deadly. And let's get rid of our worst card. Probably Conchologist at this point. Go into Jhin.
Bloom like a flower in the dawn.
You don't need to draw Heimerdinger, but it's still kind of nice to have. Things with Brainworm also very good. It's making them discard good cards is good for us. They got rid of a Chemtech Shredder. Nice. You can do this to get rid of Spell Shield on Jhin.
What's our name again?
We're not overly worried about an extra city breaker because we have defense spending. And I think we just pass.
Of course I'm ready.
Combination of Jhin and Kumku Rookie can be hard on your neck with.
What matters the maker if not her divine work?
I promise it will be immortal. immortalized in our performance. I will give them a show to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4.
So this guy's just dead. There's nothing we can do about that.
Death is art.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today. No!
Drawing there primarily to make them discard cards, but we did get Remembrance. That was a terrible remembrance.
Interesting solution.
Take a little bit of damage, no big deal.
We're gonna make
Off our lucks, play a Flash of Brilliance, make them discard their last card here. Another thing it could have done is held Flash of Brilliance for next round. Then I would have had Chemtech Duplicator, they would have drawn a card, and they would have discarded 2 there. So I could have gotten this card out as well. Don't necessarily want a progress day here. 3, 2. Because I don't feel like drawing a bunch of cards.
better, brighter than before.
I have come to the unforgiven.
A beacon through the dark.
Unveiled crystal structures of unparalleled rigidity. That will have to do for now. Innovation must begin somewhere.
And all our guys have fearsome, so they can't block. Don't have to worry about challenging.
Superior tactic is to never give up.
We'll take cost reduction on Heimerdinger. This will give us the opportunity to get 2 of them on the board. And getting them on the board earlier is still good. We can hold them off here, that'll help. And basically never go to Minotaur Reckoner. You do get a power if you are able to finish them off, but man, is that guy hard. Stagehand, significantly easier, although has its own set of challenges. Gonna open here with Flash of Brilliance, have them discard a card.
Today you are Kingpin.
My friend and I are soul collectors. Traditions are lost if not passed on.
Get Heimerdinger on board.
Seems to be the
I'll
problem.
give him regen and fearsome too, which is nice.
I call my training.
Can block there,
Oh dear.
block there. Make an epic scrap traption here.
Everything can use an upgrade.
And go ahead and kill this guy over here. Could have made another one and blocked another unit, but doesn't really matter here.
Innovation must begin somewhere.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
Yes, yes, again.
Play Flash of Brilliance to make him drop a card.
And fire! I have a new method to evaluate.
Kinku holds fast. Kinku still rise.
What would you wish to learn? We don't want any trouble.
Get me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
We can do this.
Hold the spell for next turn. They get it with Chemtech Duplicator. Draw a card to make them discard.
I've been hiding my light too long.
Sturdy construction. Yes. It's smaller than the diagram.
Need to clear out some hand space.
Yes. It's smaller than the diagram. Sturdy construction. Yes.
No more holding back.
And fire! Yes, yes, again!
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
And fire! Goggles on!
This is part of the training. Tightly buttoned. Ah!
We are at the threshold of something great. What we do is so much bigger than us both.
Confine and contain.
You don't know what you're doing.
I will make this right. Forgive me.
Those sparks are going fast. Truly the machine gun we were always looking for.
Rise, my creation!
So yeah, Heimerdinger's fine. He's not like... It's not weak, he's just... It takes forever to play him. And his main problem in Swain is, again, just lack of self-sustain. You have to random roll into lifesteal if you want to use it. Gonna take this Forge Chief here, we can remove it at the healer. 2 more minus cost on Heimer, sounds great. Go to a shop. We don't really have equipment or attachments, pick it up anyway. And I think we go towards Arena Kingpin. I'm not sure which of these is more difficult. I think probably Trifarian Gloryseeker is more difficult. But, I don't know. Kinda, neither of them are excessively difficult. And Trifarian Gloryseeker has low hit points, so we can remove it with something like Aftershock.
Imminently logical.
We ride for Noxus!
My Flash of Brilliance first. Let's just drop the turret. An Aftershock here. Let us drop the turret. Should have played Remembrance first. Because now we have this Warlord's Palace that's blocking our Remembrance. But it's all good.
Goggles on! Swipe it on! I'm just 1.21 gigahertz.
I need just a moment. You're mine.
Scum. Interesting solution. Busted. Round and round it goes.
Alright, drop Hextech Handler to give us the +1. One thing that this deck does have is Infinite Bloody Business. You just kind of have to watch out for that. Yeah,
Publicize their demise.
not too bad. I think all our units can kill all of their units here, so they're pretty unlikely to... I was gonna say unlikely to block, they block it. So, yeah, that worked.
Vanguard!
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
And now we're gonna draw 100. Emperor's Prosperity, but make them also discard 3 cards. which is pretty good.
Pushing my limits!
A sturdy construction. Yeah. It's smaller than a diagram. I concur.
Ride on! Nothing can stop me.
Goggles on.
No need to drag the game out. Just win here. Yeah, nothing super interesting is happening. Now that we can play our Heimer on round 1, we have a nice full board to block our opponent. Not really anything to worry about. Sure. And then here we want to get rid of a card. I think I bought an extra copy of something to get rid of. It was the Forge Chief. And we go into Swain. So Swain's going to be a little difficult. He has a lot of ways to damage our units. And then the damage units take extra damage at the end of the round or round start. Doesn't really matter, kind of happen at the same time anyway. At round start. So if we don't get like regeneration, high chance to lose, he also levels up kind of immediately. So ideally we're going to run into a Hex Obliterator pretty quickly. Otherwise he can do a lot of damage and he can stun all our units.
Eminently logical.
Also there's that guy which does half your Nexus damage, which, I don't know, cheating?
Requires just 1.21 gigahexes.
Magic must be fostered. Magic is our strength. Hardly fair.
Innovation must begin somewhere. And fire!
I don't at the moment have anything to block this, so looks like I'm just going to take 20 damage.
No one's the wiser.
Actually, a 6 cost progress day will give us an elusive.
A fine spectrum of pyrotechnics. My most great and collective knowledge!
Victory awaits!
was unfortunate, but you know, that's life.
Merely pawns in a greater game.
We have a Poro with Elusive and Lifesteal, who's now going to die next round because we got hit with Ravenous Hydra. So that part sucked a little bit. Nope, just gonna kill him straight up. Not even wait. He pulled Formidable, which makes everything worse, so that's kind of sad. Although we do have the thing that where we attack, they gain life equal to their power. Try that. Oh no. Oh, I have the opposite. Oop. Well, this round should be interesting.
Their time has come.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
Success lives on. A sturdy construction. It's smaller than the diagram.
Okay, he's not gonna attack. Which is probably good.
A sturdy construction.
We play Emperor's Prosperity, we'll draw a ton of cards, which isn't super useful for us right now, and he'll lose his last card, which kind of is super useful to us. I'm going to do that. I don't know if that's correct.
Better, brighter than before.
It's smaller than the diagram. A sturdy construction. Unbreakable as thermodynamics. Unveiled crystal structures of unparalleled rigidity. Unbreakable as thermodynamics. It's smaller than the diagram. Goggles on.
know the price and prizes of conquest.
I've embarrassed fools twice your size.
And we get through it. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard adventure, and I don't think Heimerdinger is particularly set up for being able to take these fights. So, again, my best advice is don't do this on Heimerdinger, but if you have to, then use defense spending, or you could use turret plating, and that's much worse. Obviously, Frozen Tomb helps me cheat him into the game. Yeah, I would not do this at 3 stars and no Epic Relics. I tried it several times, and every time felt like an absolute disaster. So, that is my advice, but here's a run at 3 stars with Heimerdinger. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I know people have done it, but I couldn't figure it out. It's really hard. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.